Well, there was more seismic activity off the coast of York Beach just this morning, not far from Monday's earthquake. However, relatively few people likely noticed it. This one registered a 2.0, about half of that 3.8 of Monday's quake. And it happened at 3:15 in the morning. Most of us, I think, were asleep at that time.
Most of us.
We can hope.
Also, remember, when it comes to magnitude, it's not linear, so it's like half the magnitude is actually less than half of the intensity. So I think that made a difference and people didn't.
That much smaller.
And it was 3 in the morning. So
Still saw questions about it, though. I mean, people asking.
Well, you know Maine's an early state. I always say you drive around Maine towns at 11, you'll see fewer lights on than at like 4 a.m. 11 p.m., 4 a.m.
True. That's fair.
Okay.
What do you have never tried this? You don't just cruise around people's neighborhoods looking in the windows?
I'm not a creeper like you.
They're like, oh, Carson's doing it again. All right. The snow fell roughly in the zone that we thought it would. Outside that seismic activity, everything else was within the range here of the plan. 4.1 in Cape Elizabeth was one of the higher spots. Most of us just about that 2 to 4, so you can Bangor 2 inches of accumulation. Light, fluffy stuff. It did fall, though, of course, especially over southern Maine and the mid-coast right during the morning commute. So that made it a little bit tricky. So tonight, it's all about temperatures dropping rapidly, too, over the next couple of hours, down into the teens and single digits in a lot of spots. Along the coast, we'll get down to about 8-9 degrees, about 5 or so inland, and then anywhere between 5 and 8 below in the mountains and across northern Maine. And tomorrow's yet another example, and we've had a lot of them so far this January, of bright does not equal warm. So it'll be plenty bright enough, but temperatures in the teens. Look at Rangeley, Greenville, Caribou at 3 o'clock, so close to the high temperature for the day. 1, 2, and 1 respectively, and the wind chills are going to be dangerously cold. This is tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. It'll feel like 24 below in Greenville, 21 below in Caribou, and up to or down to, depending on how you look at it, 30 below is possible tomorrow morning. Along the coast, no picnic either, about 10 to 15 degrees below zero. And remember, because I've had people ask about this isn't just an algorithm just so you can say, okay, it feels a little colder. It has an impact on frostbite, right, on your skin. So it's not just a matter of how it feels, but also what it does to your body. So it's cold and bright tomorrow, some snow showers on Friday morning, and then we wait for the system on Friday afternoon. And this is not a big system, but it's delicate in the way it's trying to thread the needle. There's not a lot of cold air left at this point, ironically. So it's going to be a matter of where exactly is this area of precipitation. As you can see, on Friday afternoon, it starts as rain and snow, ends up as snow on Friday night for half the state. But the models have shifted back and forth a little bit here. So if it shifts farther south, we'll see less snow over a smaller part of the state. If it shifts farther north, we'll introduce a rain area to southern Maine. And so that's what we'll be watching over the next 24 hours or so. I think right now it makes the sense to broadly start with 1 to 3 inches of snow. That's, again, Friday night into very early Saturday morning. If you see a shift, it'll be down, or we'll see that rain creeping in here. It doesn't look like a blockbuster. None of these really have. But we keep getting these little storm systems that add up. And much like the last ones, this will not get burned off very quickly. It looks pretty chilly this weekend. Look at Sunday morning, 5 to 10 below, and high temperatures again in the teens. Another little baby storm on Sunday night and into Monday. So none of these storms this winter that I can think of have gotten me, like the weenie in me, excited. But we are still getting snow, and next week we try to moderate those temperatures closer to 30 degrees, which is reasonable, especially for early February.
Yeah. Okay. But we're hanging on to the snow in the meantime.
Yep.
All right, Keith, thank you.